Okay. Thought there was something else that... Oh, I wanted to see what Faithful Friends was? I mean, again, when in doubt, I assume it's a sword. Not... What is this? A steel? Or not a silver sword. It is, however, a steel sword. And again, it has the crit chance, the crit damage, chance to poison. Art. It's super similar to one of the other ones. It's basically... Is this more or less the steel sword equivalent to one of those silver swords we were looking at previously? It had functionally the same stats. Not this one. This one? Yeah. Like, basically the same thing. This might be a higher level. Or even that. Yeah. Which is that, but a higher level. Okay, now... So that's that stuff. I was curious to see if there was anything in these ruins here. There's also that question mark further to the west. There's this place. I think this is where we ran into, or where we chased down, that ghost horse. Might just be worth confirming. It's just wolves, right? The wild dogs. I think this is going to look familiar. And yeah, our chest plate and one of our swords is beat up right now. Let's do something about that real quick. Need 50% on you. Let's throw a 40. Then it's our... Is that our steel sword? Probably also needs a 40. It needs a lot more than 40, actually. It's a whole lot more than 40. May have neglected that for a little while there. Yeah, this is the place where we fought that spirit. But I don't think we ever looked around here at all. Chance there's a little bit more to it. Oh, like this? Ah, just some boots. Nothing crazy. Here? Can't imagine we can go in there now. So I'm guessing that's just about it for this spot. Of course, we already did the main thing here. And so, perhaps, while we're heading in this direction, we just go a little bit further west and see what this is all about. Let's see what this is all about. Couldn't be too far. Make sure we're not running past anything special here. That's just more mandrake roots, I bet. Oh, roach. Come on, girl. Yeah, this looks like this is going to be in the middle of a vineyard, so I wonder if this is going to be some kind of vineyard infestation. I feel like there's a pretty good probability it is. That is exactly what it is. What kind? I think those are Kikimors. I believe that they are. They're only level 36. It's not so bad now, is it? Probably not. We'll see. Throw on the insectoid oil just in case. If it's just the workers, that's pretty straightforward. If there's a warrior, however, then things start to get a little more complicated. We're not seeing a warrior at the moment.
Kikimor breeding ground. Gotta destroy it if they're to disappear for good.
That we shall. Bada boom. You know, also, like, just throwing some bombs down there in the middle of a wooden structure, maybe not the safest of things to do. Saying. And now, in theory, some foreman somewhere is going to come running up to us to thank us. Near them. There they are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The supervisor. Okay. Now we are getting closer to this spot where we're expecting to find both the Witcher contract and this URSINE school gear. So I wonder if that's maybe worth heading over there. There is a fast travel point not far from where we currently are. We just head a little bit further north. Probably worth picking that up at the very least, just for convenience sake. Probably somewhere on this path. There it is. Ah, the TYNNE Hillside. So this is technically affiliated with this castle here that we cannot currently go in. Slopes with the TYNNE long lay barren. Potential entrepreneurs were scared off by the bloody legend of Waltharius the Burly, and since the area had never produced wines worthy of historical mention anyways, they had little incentive to conquer this fear. The estate's most recent owner, however, a noble named Roderick, decided to plant vines along the slopes stretching from the Glesher and Sanstrator valleys up to the keep. As a precaution, he also planted olive groves as a much surer investment. Okay? Well, maybe now that we've helped clear the area, actually on a couple of occasions, of some infestations, this Roderick would be more willing to let us in to said castle. Otherwise, we have question mark up there, question mark down here. I mean, this is kind of on the way, the flow vibe, to a certain extent. Obviously, we could fast travel there. But I think that since this is a place that we've not yet been to, I prefer to go there on foot / horseback. That way we don't miss things. Whereas obviously if we fast travel, we miss out on stuff, or at least certainly could. So that makes a lot more sense, I feel like, when we've been somewhere before. And like, could this was a little further removed, so it may not be another vineyard infestation. Might be something entirely different, because like at this point, looks like we're just in the middle of the woods. Yeah. What do we have here? Monster Nest, Bandit Camp, probably Monster Nest. Those are Kikimores. Is that? I think that's a warrior. That it definitely is. Now, technically we are supposed to fight the warrior first, but if we can pick off one of the little guys, that would be convenient. I don't think that's going to happen here, though. I get the sense that's not going to happen here. Well, except it did. Ooh, flying at us. Oh, I forgot. We got the projectile-ish attack. Now that leap deals a ton of damage. That's the thing that I'm most concerned about. But down it goes. We just got, I think it's only you remaining. So I think we know what this is. I think we now know that this is absolutely a monster nest. So let's go do something about that. Monster den. Pardon me. Oh. But what is the preferred way down there? But maybe this makeshift ladder? Who needs ladders? Yeah. Okay. We aren't done here yet. There are more Kikimores.
What now, you piece of...
And this time, much higher level as well. That warrior could be a bit of a threat. Ooh. Fortunately, we did do a lot of damage to it. Okay. Yeah, fortunately, our damage definitely does help us out quite a bit. Let's nab that while we're at it. Best defense, sometimes, is a good offense. Whoa. Some mood lighting in here. Down they go. That wasn't so bad at all. Four of them over there. You know, that guy didn't fare well. How did this here get all the way in here? I understand the person, but here's the actual nest, or at least we're close to it now. I should not have picked that up. Hello? There we go. That one's gold. Still not done. Oh. Feel like there's gonna be more than just this one Kikimore here. This really seems like the big bad Kikimore place. Feel like they're gonna spawn in as soon as we step in here. Maybe more than just you, maybe? Oh, we're actually attacking the eggs there, which I didn't realize we could do. Oh, we had to ignite them.
Maybe more breeding ground.
We do just destroy it like this.
Destroy it if they're to disappear for good.
And there's no other ones? Question mark? That was supposed to be Gwen. Just in case there was any surprise appearance here. But I suppose not. Can we fry? I mean, we can fry them. Is it actually doing anything when we do that? In the past, it has. I'm not sure it is here. I mean, obviously, the actual nest itself was the main thing. Yeah, it's not like they're getting reduced to ash or anything like that whenever we ignite them. Yeah, what is the deal with this guy, though? DUCAL Guardsman's Gauntlets. Written Oath. More guardsmen of some variety diagrams. Fair bit of monies. What's your oath? I, Aubin Rodier, my crest, the Skylark, do hereby solemnly vow the foul beasts which infest the caves of the Moncessant woods shall be by my hand be smitten to the death. This task shall I complete or fall a corpse myself. Well, hate to break it to you, buddy. This I swear on my honor. I shall not flee the field of battle, shall not use any trickery or foul play, and shall fight worthily and with my visor raised. I solidify my vow with this present document, submitted in the presence of 7 witnesses. Aubin Rodier of the Skylark Crest. Well, sorry, dude. Didn't work out so well for you. Which side did we come from? I think it was that side. Does that may mean there's... Yeah? A little bit more... Well, that's not interesting. That is presumably the horse that he rode to get here. Then again, we can't bring Roach into cave systems. So somehow, that dude found a way to bring the horse into the cave. More than we could ever accomplish. So he achieved something there. I mean, like, surely we can get up, right? Is this the way we came in? This might actually be the way we came in. No, apparently not. Because that's a new marker. Come on, Geralt. Come on, Geralt. looks similar. But it's actually, oh, a little further up here. I'm surprised we didn't run into this first one, to tell you the truth. Burned them all. Tried to, but nothing would happen, it seemed. Okay, so now I think we may even have, there might be a random treasure hunts over in that little river area there. We've not paid much attention to any of the treasure hunts other than the Witcher school diagrams. Like this. Oh. Apparently we have the special spoon for this. We need to talk to someone at the Pheasantry, which is that place that we keep on hearing about. So that's something we can do in town. But what about... That's... I thought somewhere where we went by previously. Up further north. At the Coronado Vineyard. But I thought maybe this last one was in this general area. I might be making that up. It's definitely not. Okay, so I suppose that means we've no reason to suspect anything around here other than just that this is a fairly large area that we've not yet explored. So let's just walk it on back here toward Flow 5. See what, if any, kind of stuff we can find in this forest area. Do we want the Pheasantry after we finish Gwent? Okay, I may not remember that. What's this? A 4? Eh. Not that interesting. Sorry, dude. In there, fought that. Oh! What is this, though? Now, we do have Owleye Grotto. We do have some Witcher contracts that theoretically could lead to a cave. It theoretically could be here. Except this one. That's further south. It's not that far away. But it's probably something entirely different. Oh, if we try going over to that one, we'll have to start the Gwent tournament. That's why? Okay, gotcha. That's where the tournament is. I think this is safe to go through here. Not sure about this cave. It might actually be best to wait. Okay. Let's hold off in that case. Just to be safe. Anything around here, though? Doesn't really seem like it. Oh, now we're back in one of the vineyards, okay.
Ah, why must you push?
Okay, so this is the spot we're looking for. Back over here. What the heck was that? That wasn't you, was it? Sounded like a huge boulder dropping somewhere.
Collapsed building. Foundations
Oh.
probably caved in. Literally undermined.
That's probably what it was. It's the cellars after dark, you say?
Can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see
Where more specifically? That's where the question mark is. And obviously we're gonna have to pass some time here, but okay. Okay.
Can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a kid.
Yeah, we can actually get the gear before we do this this contract. There was that area down below here that we deliberately refrained from going into. This spot right here. So, let's try this out. Okay, the game knows, despite us having another quest active, it knows that we are headed toward this. Clear the rubble using the yard sign. I think we already did. What do we have down here? I would like to examine this. I cannot examine this. Cannot be examined, apparently. Okay, we got some stuff over there. This looks promising. Yeah? Dare I say, could this be the rare Witcher diagram that does not actually require that we fight a bunch of elaborate enemies to take? I don't know. We could very well have a wraith show up immediately behind us right as we read this note. So, Karate Gautran de Tufo's journal. Then 3 out of the 6 diagrams. And why? Read the journal. 17th of May, 1243. Finally, a response to my notice. A witcher, big as a mountain and bearded like a dwarf. He asked about the contract and said he'd take it for about as much coin as we'd set aside for Fifi's dowry. That's some nerve. But I had no other choice. I had to agree. Next day, the witcher claims the problems are caused by some subterranean monster. He searched the area and found an entrance to a complex of caves by a stream in the Marcescent Forest. He plans to enter through it tomorrow. 20th May, 1243. Witcher hasn't returned. Some elf from the city asked about him. Now that's some nerve, giving our address to non-humans. 1 week later. Enough of this. I'll never hire Witcher again. It will soon be 10 days since he took his retainer and disappeared. I plan to sell the things he left behind to recover at least a portion of my losses. Too bad he mostly just left scraps with scribblings that no one will want to purchase.
Whatever beast the Witcher was hunting, doesn't seem like he killed it. Gotta keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah. Okay. Now is it further down here? The quest is still telling us that we need to clear the rubble, which we obviously have done. So we did that a little preemptively. That might be making the game a little confused here. Wanted us to wait before because we didn't technically have the context for the quest. Was this technically before we had the Witcher contract searching quest? Was it that early? Was it that long ago? Okay, yeah, there are some enemies down here, it would seem. It's a guarded treasure. Anything? Oh, yes, there is something else. That's something? No. Okay, so whatever this was, may have killed the witch. Glowing. I feel like these are going to be Bargus, although they're not making any sounds, which Bargus usually do. Wraiths. Just simple wraiths. Hello? Hello? I think I pressed the dodge button. Ooh, strange, but okay. It kind of worked in our favor, I suppose. No, sure. Oh, wait. There you are. Okay. Not bad. Anything else in here? Oh. Yes, indeed. just a second here. I didn't need those ashes, so be it. What do we have here? Besotted clerk's journal, some florins, and a gold diamond ring. I've decided. I shall ask her tomorrow. Man only lives once. We agreed to meet at our usual place at noon. Clarissa has asked for a half-day off, and I'll sneak away from the chancellery. That old fogey of a supervisor will never notice I'm missing. And even if he did, so what? I'm young. I'll find other work. Although, if Clarissa found out I'd lost my job, she might not agree. I'd have proposed to her ages ago, were I not aware how much she fears a life of poverty. She's never said as much, but I can see it worries her. What are we waiting for? Together we shall live more economically than apart. And finally, we shall not have constantly to scheme up ways to meet here. I wanted to invite her to dine at the best eatery in all of Beauclair. So many times I've imagined what it would be like. Waiters, decked out in golden livery, would bring us foie gras and sorbets. Clarissa would sit on a satin cushion, a raven black crown of hair on her head, and looking beautiful, the most beautiful woman in all the room. Then, I would pull out a diamond ring. The truth is, I shall never be able to afford all that, not even if Clarissa were to insist a ring of simple silver would be enough for her, and we'd be better spending that coin to buy a house in Hotville, where we could open a shop, and she could sell hats. Thus, I shall propose to her tomorrow, in the abandoned wine cave, which serves as our meeting place, our cozy sanctuary where we have spent so many pleasant hours together. We never complained that our only romantic moments have been spent surrounded by cobwebs and old barrels of wine. But tomorrow marks the end of all that. Once we are wed, I will carry her across my threshold. It will be tight quarters, but there will be room enough for a bed, and there will be no cobwebs. I've only a simple copper ring for her, with a red glass of jewel of the cheapest sort. But I promise in a year's time I will exchange it for a silver one, with an amethyst, or maybe even a ruby. Oh, Clarissa, tomorrow cannot come soon enough. I think I shall not be able to fall asleep tonight. But he did have a gold ring with a diamond in it. Then again, you know, what he had to do to get that, who knows? And given how they're both dead here, means that perhaps, as we just saw, it's more than just cobwebs down here. A couple of wraiths as well. But I believe that's everything. Clear the barrels, you say? Hmm? Huh? Like, knocked him out of the way? Oh, at the front, the red barrels. Okay. Where was that? That's the wrong way. Out here? Those didn't qualify. Huzzah! 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 They have been arted. Another one over here somewhere? Oh, we already got that.
Wanna go fishing the channel? Help!
And now that people are gonna be afraid. That one, maybe? Not sure if that's actually glowing red. It isn't. But, okay. That's our other location? Yeah, I mean, hopefully when we do find the other ones over here, it will still acknowledge that we've completed this quest and doesn't go, well, you see, you didn't clear out these barrels in front of that other location, so failed. That would be contract and then gear. Let's make the contract our active quest. In that case, TUFO monster. Go to the cellars after dark. Okay. So, it's right here, of course. But well, let's head over there and then we'll meditate to pass some time. And this could be a very difficult opponent. It's level 48, I think? Which is just one below us right now. Yeah, it is here. So let's just meditate till midnight, I suppose. Oh, for a second I thought it teleported us inside immediately. I was like, I didn't agree to do that.
Say, do witches eat their cheese before dessert or after?
Good question. Okay, so we can go in. What do we know about this? So yes, it is level 48, which I believe is, or at least was, our highest quest for a long time. Now the main quest might be higher than that, though. No, it is considerably higher than the main quest, even. Okay, so customs in Toussaint differ markedly from those observed in the north. The fashions differ. Folk drink wine instead of rye vodka, beer, or mead, and the women are generally more amorous, while men are more attentive to their own appearance. It's quite likely the two latter issues are linked. There is one custom, however, that remains unchanged both south and north of the Ryuga. Namely, faced by a monster problem, folk post a notice on a notice board, in which notice they promise to pay a reward, and then they pray a witcher happens by and reads it. The owner of the TUFO vineyard did just as this custom ordains, and as so happened, Geralt was the one to find this note. The TUFO vineyard was plagued by tremors caused by some unknown underground force. Yet these were no ordinary earthquakes, a phenomenon entirely unknown in Toussaint. The tremors caused noteworthy damage as buildings collapsed, wine bottles fell from shelves and shattered, and wine barrels burst, releasing into the dirt their ever so valuable contents. Vineyard owners suspected some subterranean beast was the culprit, and Geralt was inclined to admit he was right. So my first guess would be that this sounds rather Shalimar-like, given how it's an underground creature. It does burrow and create, and crashes into walls sometimes, and generally creates. But it has that digging move where it just kind of spins rapidly in a circle and creates almost like a shockwave. So that seems similar to what they're describing here. We have fought a reasonable number of Shalimars recently, actually. There was a little while where I was expecting it to be an enemy that we only encounter in the tournament and never again. But that has definitely not been the case. But either way, let's head in. This is rather dark. Go to the cellars after dark, yes. Gotta give us any more information. We are here now.
Alright, let's look around.
Well, that's the source of the sound, it would appear. So I'm not sure we could actually, take a second once we've looted all this stuff to see if we can hear anything from it. Recapitulation. This past half fortnight, is that just a week? Why not just say a week? I was forced to reassign 3 workmen to cleaning up the damage caused by the Earth's strange trembling, a fact which significantly slowed work on the vines. Sophie remains in confinement and will not be able to return to work for some time, and later her effectiveness will be hindered by the presence of the child. Jean-Luc did not even report for work today, and no warning and no excuse. When he finally does show, I shall have to have a serious talk with him. So people don't want to show up to work because they're concerned that it's dangerous now. Or with whatever this thing is. That's strange. Normally, for Witcher contracts, it is purely a red circle there. This suggests that it is both a monster and that it is a monster that is affiliated with one of our quests. But this time it is not. And, well, I mean, it's like, it's almost alternating between white and red. It's like, some of those, they look like they're starting out as white, and then as they pulse out, they get more red-like, so
Shattered dishes.
probably nothing, but...
Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe?
I don't know. I think we are about 800 years too early for Taylor Swift. What about this? Last tremors damaged several bottle stands and knocked over several wine barrels, whose subsequent rolling wreaked further havoc. Among the losses, 12 bottles of... a bunch of bottles of various vintages. In addition, 2 barrels of wine in the maturing process burst and split. Losses following this tremor proved greater than those after the previous one. These tremors shall be the ruin of me. So they losing lots of wine. Whoa! Hello? Okay. Didn't expect that to happen.
Rats. Not known to kidnap farmhands.
Okay, false alarm. Okay, so we obviously break through that. Think we've done everything in here? By the looks of things? Yeah. Let's do that, and let's save. And do we have any further theories as to what this is going to be after having seen that?
The tunnel?
Huh. I can sort of hear something now. Something that sounds more like an insectoid. Really, an insectoid that would
More light could be useful.
do all this? Okay. Yeah, I can absolutely hear an insectoid. I know the light would be useful, but like also we have this ability that makes it so that the light really isn't necessary. So I'd prefer if you would actually put that away. Please, like put that away. Thank you. Ooh. I think it's in that direction, but then what's over here? Gold? Or something? Oh.
Kikimors?
They are Kikimors, okay. I don't have Vaxi yet. So that would suggest we might be approaching some really big Kikimor warrior, or I mean, this is a Witcher contract, right? So it's gonna be potentially something that's more unique than that.
Goes on and on this tunnel.
So, did I get back up here? Because I thought I was going the quote-unquote wrong direction, and I did that deliberately. That was the way we came in. I thought there were sort of like 2 directions we could go in. One of which was over here. This is outside the circle, I suppose. This is technically the one that is more likely to not be the right direction. In fact, like, is this where the question mark is going to be? Oh no, we already did the question mark. That was over there. I don't know, but either way, we will attempt to engage all Kikimors. Just workers? I think just workers right now. Not bad. Oh, there's more, though. So there's another red dot here. Yeah, I was gonna say. Either it's a false alarm or they just haven't popped up yet. There are still a few more that have not yet popped up, in theory. Come on. I know you're there. I'm out to play. Here, you're right here. Alright, but I don't have all day to wait around for you. So, like, you're not gonna come out now? Sorry, buddy. So, I mean, there wasn't really anything over in that direction other than, I suppose... I swear, if they come out now... No? Okay. Thought I heard one, I was like, really? But, yeah, I mean, there were some valuable metals there, I suppose. Felt like that was a game changer to go in that direction. Okay, but this is the quote-unquote correct way, so to speak, I believe. That was maybe a little preemptive.
Good.
Oh. Yes, remember, they will inflict a little bit of toxicity on us. How quickly does it dissipate? It does dissipate relatively quickly. Those are just the workers. Not whatever the heck the big bad one is going to be at the end of all this. Which I think... I mean, we might be getting closer to.
Should be able to break through.
Perhaps as soon as we break through this, because that is getting certainly to be a bigger circle. So it doesn't really look like there's going to be much space to maneuver around, even once we break this open. So, here goes nothing. Hello? Anybody home?
It's getting away.
Oh. Search the underground tunnels. I think it's right there. I think we found it. I think that is definitely it. It does, in fact, look like a large Kikimor warrior. Let's deliberately put on the insectoid oil now if we did not already have it on. We did, but it wore out. Okay. Then I think this is going to be a tough opponent because we fought some Kikimor warriors previously. The first time we fought one, it was, I think, a relatively high level relative to us, or at least it was like roughly on par. And that's going to be the case here as well, in all likelihood. So that means if we're not careful, this guy, like say if we don't have a Quen on, could deal a whole ton of damage to us. So we gotta be mindful of that. The other thing is that, remember, because they give that toxicity, that means that we might actually need to go... Let's deliberately put white honey in the bottom spot. That way we can heal at our top spot, and then we can use white honey at the bottom spot, because I think we're going to deliberately not use any of our potions here. Otherwise, we're at risk of more easily becoming toxified. The white honey, or just replace black blood, doesn't really matter much. So let's just set ourselves up. I'm sure we can put you back up. Top one. Okay, yep, that looks good. Then, other than that, check for armor and weapons, see if they're properly maintained right now. Because the sword is not. In fact, 40% repair would be perfect right now. We should do just that, I think. Not on you, but on you. And then on the armor, 90, 90, 82. Hold on, 82. No, that's fine. Okay. In that case, bring it on. This is just... Ow. Just warriors for now. But not a boss life bar or anything like that. This may just be a prelude to the actual fight. Makes me a little nervous. Those guys are down.
Getting more interesting by the minute.
Yeah, but we're not done here. Oh. Oh. That's big. Okay, let's loot. But if that's what the big bad Kikimor is going through, then that's a pretty
No
big bad
Kikimor dug
Kikimor.
this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws.
Kikimor Queen? When you say it's not a Kikimor at all.
Cracked Kikimor eggs. Something's been feeding on them.
What the heck is it? It's probably about to show up. Oh, there is more over here. Another one. Oh. Huh? Hold on. Oh, that's where we came in. Okay. For a second I thought that was a side path that was gonna have some hidden chests in it or something. It's just same deal there. Is that though? That's we just broke through that. Okay. Same
Kikimor
deal
eggs.
here.
Should destroy them before the young hatch. Start prowling the vineyard. Damn it. Young could hatch any minute.
Oh, any minute you say? Let's do something about that then. Right, for you. Okay, but I don't think we're done here. Not by any means. There is some enemy up here. Kinda, sorta. But not exactly. Okay, but the main direction is over in this spot. That's all stuff we've seen. We're finally gonna... Yeah, this starts to look... No. I think we're getting close. I think now that we've done the little Kikimor workers, last time we got the Kikimor warrior. Now, what the heck is this thing gonna be? Your guess is as good as mine, man. I do not know. Oh? It's directly below us.
Damn it. Young could hatch any minute.
Okay, yes. One moment, please. Get our unrefined copper. Then we'll destroy the eggs. Then we'll examine that thing, and then it will appear directly below us, and we will fall down into a boss arena and immediately be stuck fighting it. Search the underground tunnels, you say? Okay. Okay. What was I gonna do? I was gonna reapply, I think, our insectoid oil in anticipation of being thrown into perhaps... I mean, I'm guessing it's an insectoid, yes. But given what Geralt said, obviously, you're not a Kikimor warrior or it's a Kikimor queen, which we did in fact counter in The Witcher 1. And seeing as how Kikimors, generally speaking, made their first appearance in The Witcher 1, that would make some sense, maybe?
Water coursing. Underground stream.
That's gonna
Monster
pop up.
I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimors. It is big. Very big. Won't learn anything else here. Time to go back to the surface.
Oh, really? Okay. I guess so. Was very much under the impression that we were going to end up fighting it just then. But I suppose not. This... Getting out of this place is, that's a question. Got through that. Okay, there we go. Up here. Okay. The light at the end of the tunnel is definitely helpful. Uh-oh. Gonna break in here.
What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my farm, how did tunnels appear down there?
Whatever the heck this big monster is.
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few kikimores down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
Oh? Is that all, though?
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Hear you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Where exactly did you see him?
Where did you last see Jean-Luc, madame? Exactly.
It was a little side path that we missed? Darn.
In the fields, north of here.
That was confusing navigating through that.
New seedlings there? I was under the distinct impression we had planted them all on the south slope.
Almost all, my dear. I requested that some be planted to the north, by the grove. Just the remainders.
Okay. And then, if we were to try to find this Jean-Luc, anything
Madame,
we should know?
Could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built. Hair black as
Exceedingly well
Dear,
built.
concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built. They work in the fields all day. He means scars, birthmarks, that sort of thing.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
I guess
Silver
that's something.
jewelry on a farmhand?
That is
It
unusual.
was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
From you?
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work.
Settle down, dude. Okay. Go to the place where Jean-Luc was last seen.
Perhaps I can...
Ah, which is over in this direction. Perhaps leading us toward this entrance that we happened to come across not long ago.
These tunnels into an extended cellar.
Not sure I would recommend doing that. See if more things he says as he looks at more of the damage. Doesn't seem like it.
Still here? But why? Seek the beast!
Alright, if you insist. Yeah, we may be looking for the Hulk. That's kind of the impression I'm getting here. It feeds on kikimores and causes ginormous earthquakes. Except it also might be an aquatic monster of some sort. Even now, Garrett was commenting about how there was some kind of underwater stream or underground stream. Yeah, this is the dude who just disappeared unexplicably. Yeah, that inexplicably. That's cool.
Dreadful.
But that's not cool. He should have explained why he did not show up to work. But
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.